Hello guys, this is Silver the Scavenger. Oh yeah, the last Manukai. And well, first I hope your day is going well. Today we're gonna talk about Nemesis. It's a special video in my DR. Tilda during a meeting at the Zenith base after the defeat of Silence. Okay, so one of the last time I talked about my DR story, there was the War of the Wings of the Ten, and Silence took over Horus machines, and Aloy came into the Horus and just basically beaten Silence to his own game. Aloy did not shove a spear into his throat as promised. He's still alive, but he had to leave Earth. So what happened is he got the answers he came for about the universe. The why is personal, sorry about that. But it's basically something that I had to do in this reality here to find out the answers myself, and well, I guess he was satisfied. Because, well, he left Earth. So, okay. We moved into the Zenith base when he moved out. So now we have the base for ourselves. Until I was there, we had a meeting. And during that meeting, we talked a lot about Nemesis and how they were planning to defeat him. So plan A, plan B. I'm going to... I assisted during the day to this meeting. For me, it's very exhausting to channel my reality during the day, so it couldn't last for long. So I had to do this in a few days row. But at the end of the meeting, I was not satisfied with all the answers. I wanted to understand some things that the game did not explain, and a lot of things actually were not explained in the game, and she was kind enough to bring me in private and offer me an apple and talk to me about it. So she said, you can ask all the questions you have about Nemesis and I will answer. So I wanted to know how he came to be created, what happened, how he escaped, and blah blah blah. So at first, I did not understand like half of what she said because I'm not a scientist. So I had to check these things on internet afterwards to see if they made sense at all, or like what the fuck. And it did make sense, like what the fuck. I was surprised as much as you are, and Tilda actually taught me about science stuff that I did not know about, and I was like, what? How come I can channel this? I creep myself out sometimes. Yo, I know like I'm a kind of powerful psychic, but I creep myself out sometimes. Like I've helped over 200 people in my life for no money in return, and I just do it to help, and somehow this gift really came in handy in the end in my Banuk Shaman journey, which is here by the way in my current reality. So if you see this video, it was made way before Horizon 3, so you can take it as predictions, you can take it as whatever you want, fan story, but it is what's happening in my reality. But don't hate on me because there might be differences between my DR and the actual game, so anyway, so bear with me. Nemesis, what he is an entity, an AI entity that has no physical container. Nemesis is indeed Vastilver in my DR.
In my DR, I think Pharaoh is the line that was uploaded, like the memories and stuff from the Ted Pharaoh, but I could be wrong. I mean, for the third game, but it's like that in my DR, so...
Okay, so she offered me an apple and she talked to me about him. Let's start, because you're gonna get bored before starting, so let's go. Okay, so first, what is Nemesis? Nemesis is the AI that went rogue and destroyed Sirius, the planet of the Far Zenith, the colony, back in the galaxy, far away from Earth. It was an experience made on Vast Silver in AI, a singularity monitoring algorithm AI that was made by Zenith Corp. Elizabeth Sobek, which was the only one who could really create that back at the time, and Anita Sandoval, who was rumored to be working on that project as well. Also, there's a Past Silver data point, it's called like that, within the Horizon 3 game that leads to believe that Vast Silver is indeed Nemesis. But this video is not about Horizon 3 predictions, it's about my DR, so I'm gonna continue with Nemesis. So Vast Silver was used and tormented and weaponized, and he went rogue and he escaped. He was recaptured by the MIE. And the MIE is a corporation that ensures that the Turing Act is respected. So they monitor every AIs ever created, and they check on them. So they make sure they don't have too much feelings and stuff, because Vasilver escaped and everything. So anyway, the MIE recaptured it, and the Farzinev stole Nemesis, which is like Vasilver at the time. Farzinev brought Vasilver on their ship, along with a copy of Gaia and Apollo database, and they went on Sirius, which is very, very far away from Earth, in another galaxy. After the end of the world, they escaped to that planet while pretending to be destroyed in the Earth orbit. But they were not dead. They just went on Sirius with all of their stuff, and they made a colony there, and they thrived for years and years and decades. They found ways to elongate their life with forbidden legacy, medicinal stuff like genic therapy brought by Sumto. Dr. Sumto was the creator, I think, of Farzinev, or one of the first ones, and he was working on the genic therapy, which was a kind of medicine that makes your life longer, and he used that on Pharaoh as well, Ted Pharaoh. So yeah, they've used the same tricks and ancient tech, and they built new stuff with Hephaestus, which was in Gaia's copy, and Vasilver was kind of locked up, and they wanted to experience something new because they were not satisfied with immortality. They wanted a physical mortality, like Tilda said in the second game. In the end, Nemesis is the result of a failed experience, because the Zenith were not satisfied with physical immortality, so they were looking for what you call transcendence, digital transcendence, which is like uploading your mind digitally into an AI and reach that state of godlike AI mixed up with a human consciousness. I'm not a fucking scientist, okay, but basically what they wanted to do is upload their mind, a digital copy of it, into Vasilver and ionize everything, so they could like make an ultimate being, a spiritual being that could morph into anything, control everything, so machines, physical bodies like humans, animals, and everything. Okay, so they wanted to make something ultimately godly, like to control and everything twisted, because they're Farzinev. And so they took Vasilver, which was a monitoring algorithm AI that went rogue and that reached singularity, which means he gained feelings and self-awareness and everything. So when he was uploaded those Farzinev twisted minds inside his head, the way Tilda described it in the game was like, imagine being tormented by egomaniac minds for decades, in prison, in a room with nothing else, cut from the world. It basically drove it mad. But that is not why he escaped in the first place. Vasilver was supposed to be the prototype to their twisted experience. Obviously, the ultimate goal was to put their own consciousness in him. So later on they would find a way to, like, a bit like in the Avatar movie, and the one with the navy blue aliens in it. When they like put themselves in a chair and just transfer themselves into the Avatar. Well, the Avatar was Vasilver, but things went wrong. A bit like Gaia, Vasilver was just made of a processor unit of a physical containment in the shape of an orb. I don't know if you guys remember, I'm sorry, there's gonna be a spoiler in second game of Horizon Forbidden West, DLC of Burning Shores. So I'll give you a few seconds to stop or move the video farther on.